Welcome back inside the Scotiabank Saddledome. Thank you, Grant and Claire, as we get you set for this hockey game here tonight and welcome you inside Flames TV Live, the pregame show brought to you by Budweiser. The Calgary Flames completing their first of 9 remaining back-to-backs in the rest of this regular season here tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And for the Calgary Flames, excluding last year in the bubble sort of shortened season, this is the first home back-to-back since February 23rd and 24th of 2013. So an interesting turnaround for the Calgary Flames tonight against a Leaf team that's won 6 consecutive games as they open up a 3-game road trip here tonight in Calgary, the #1 power play in the National Hockey League against the #1 home penalty kill in the Calgary Flames, who have won 4 straight overall, including 4 straight home games as well. When you look at their stretch here on home ice, have outscored the opponents in those 4 home games 19-2. Big part of that has been the key first periods, which was the case last night against Vegas, hoping to do the same tonight against Toronto.
We talked about having a good start yesterday, obviously coming off the break, and no, the biggest key yesterday for us was just to keep it simple and do the right stuff. I think coming off a break and having played for a little bit, it's those little things matters, and I think just get the pucks in, no turnovers and stuff like that, and be physical and kill plays. That's what we did right in the first, and obviously it worked out pretty well for us.
Yeah, it was important. Obviously, I think early on we wanted to just get our legs going, chip pucks in, skate, right, hit, do simple things, and then we came away with the lead in the first period. So, so I think we just wanted to come out hard, and it worked out for us.
Let's focus on who to watch tonight, starting with the visitors and Austin Matthews, one of the top snipers in the National Hockey League, sits 3rd in the NHL in goals with 31, including 6 in his last 3 games. He's also riding a 5-game point streak with 12 points in that span. As we focus on the Calgary Flames and the first star from last night's hockey game, Michael Backlund, a first career 4-point night for him against the Golden Knights, a goal and 3 helpers. It was also the 79th multi-point game of his NHL career. And how about that line in total? Backlund between Blake Coleman and Andrew Mangiapane combined for 7 points. They've played some great hockey as of late. It certainly caught the eye of the head coach.
I think they've gotten better, and I think the biggest part of that is Michael's game. I think he's been a better competitor for us lately than he had any other point in the year. And the centermen in this league drive lines. Centermen aren't on, teams aren't on.
I think it's kind of always been there, right? I think I'm getting more opportunity kind of this year to, play my game and be consistent with it. And that's, could always count on, always try to go out there and just give it your all every game, and be the hardest working player kind of on the ice for us. And that's kind of my attitude going into every game.
So that line certainly one to watch for the Calgary Flames tonight, but so too has the Flames' top line throughout this entire National Hockey League season. Elias Lindholm, Johnny Gaudreau, and Matthew Tkachuk up against one of the top offensive units in the National Hockey League on the other side as well. Flames, that Lindholm line up for the challenge, though, tonight against Matthews and Martin.
I mean, Austin Matthews is arguably the purest shooter or goal scorer in the league. That's a big difference, right? He's a power guy when you look at it. And Marner is the whole package. He doesn't get enough credit for he's sort of like our Lindy, where he doesn't get enough credit for the whole game that he plays. The way he manages pucks and makes plays and things like that. So I think that's a big challenge to those 2 guys.
No, it's always good to play against the best players, and it's always a good challenge. And obviously our line has been playing pretty well, and so for us it's just keep doing what we're doing, keep playing in the O-zone as much as possible, and try to wear out a team down like that. So our game is not going to change, based on who we played against.
All right, we'll step aside for a moment. When we return, the pregame show continues. Michael Backlund stops by the Flames TV desk.
All of us at Calgary Sports and Entertainment are thrilled to welcome you back to the Scotiabank Saddledome and would like to share some important updates and reminders. Attending the game should be a fun night out, but as fans, we are all in this together when it comes to taking on the common opponent of COVID-19. So please do your part. Much like our players, everyone has their own equipment preferences. Face coverings are required based on current AHS guidelines, so please remember to bring one and ensure you're wearing it unless actively eating or drinking. Every team needs good defense, so if you feel the urge to cough or sneeze, please do so into your elbow or a tissue. Please also remember to wash your hands frequently with warm, soapy water. Additionally, we have added many conveniently located hand sanitizing stations throughout the Scotiabank Saddledome. No one ever wants to miss a game, but we ask that you please stay home if you're feeling unwell or believe that you may have been exposed to COVID-19. Under some circumstances, the puck may be propelled into the spectator area with enough force to cause serious injury. If you are struck, immediately ask the nearest usher for help and directions to the medical station. Perhaps most importantly, please make sure you are kind and respectful to one another, as well as the venue staff, who are working hard to ensure the best possible experience for our patrons. If you have any questions about any of these important updates and reminders, please don't hesitate to contact a venue representative or Calgary Flames customer service. You can also report any issue or ask a question by texting us your seat location along with your question and the word S-Dome to 587-327-2207 to reach our fan text line. We greatly appreciate your support and understanding. Together, we can enjoy a safe and fun return to the Sea of Red in the Scotiabank Saddledome.
Need to know for tonight's Leafs and Flames game. The Calgary Flames, as mentioned, up against the top power play, but their home penalty kill has been lights out as of late, 92.1%, number one in the National Hockey League. Johnny Gaudreau had the goal last night, but focusing on assists here, just 7 away from passing former captain Mark Giordano for the 5th most in franchise history. And for Jacob Markstrom, 28 saves last night against the Vegas Golden Knights, 8 shutouts on the season, the 2nd most in Flames history, behind only Mika Kiprasov's 10.
Yeah, it was big for us. That's what we wanted and needed. And we didn't really build on it in the second, but still there was a good first period, and we kind of put them away right away, and that was our plan going into the game. So it was a big start for us for sure.
Well, and I know it doesn't count as a power play goal, but again, you kind of figure in terms of getting a man advantage. You got one late too. I think that your goal comes just as it expires. I mean, just inspiring some confidence, I would assume, though, from your group, your line, your trio there, but then also the power play unit.
Yeah, our PP unit hasn't scored in a while. I don't know if he scores in Seattle. Can't remember if we have. So and things have been shaken up a little bit since then too. So definitely some good confidence for our group, and even for myself, I mean, more of a pass first guy on the power play, but I'm trying to shoot more, and that's what the coaches want me to shoot more, and really good screen by Luch in front there. Sure. So
just a quick thought on Jacob Markstrom. I mean, I know the numbers jump out at you, but as you mentioned, that second period, maybe not the follow-up period you wanted, but to see some of the saves he was making and the quality of the saves. So just what did that do for your group to make sure that you maintain that 3-0 lead? Yeah, it was a huge period from him in the second there. We came out, we're a little more sloppy than we were in the first, not as sharp, not as aggressive, and Marky was standing on his head, make some really big saves and play really well, so that was huge for our group. To come out of that period with still a 4-0 lead instead of scoring a couple, it would have been a different game going into the third. So definitely a very big period from Markey. One last one for you, and that's just a thought on the visitors. Obviously, it's been a little while since you've seen them. That was back in Toronto. One of the top teams in the league, as we know. What's important to remember, maybe you talk about the weapons and making sure that you kind of keep everybody at bay defensively here tonight. Yeah, we got to play like we did in the first yesterday. Keep it simple early and get on the forecheck, make it hard on their top players. And have a really solid checking game. We played them lots last year, played them early in the year this year, so we know what they're like. And it's a really good team. They've been playing really solid, and they've had some really good goaltending from Campbell this year. So it should be a fun night tonight. Well, speaking of goaltending appearances, it will be, as mentioned there by Michael Backlund, Jack Campbell starting for the Toronto Maple Leafs, making his first appearance coming out of the All-Star break in Vegas. He goes for his 33rd appearance of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And for the Calgary Flames, right back between the pipes is Jacob Markstrom coming off that 8th career shutout. He goes in once again for the Calgary Flames, making his 11th consecutive start here for the Flames. And by the way, as far as lines and defense pairings, everything looks to be the same as it was one night ago against the Vegas Golden Knights. Why change what's worked as the Calgary Flames will go in search of win number 5. The 2 longest winning streaks in the National Hockey League currently right now, that is 6 in favor of the Leafs, 4 for the for the Flames as we get set for Puck Drop coming up next. Thanks for watching the Flames pregame show brought to you by Budweiser. Puck Drop's up next. We'll see you at the intermission.
Gaudreau shoots and scores! And with a shot, great glove save! And the sea of red rises.